Hi, this is Matt from Zookbinders, and today we're going to talk some sales strategies, and in particular, price objections. So I talk to photographers all the time, and they tell me that price is the first thing out of people's mouths, right? So their prospects call, brides call, hey, wedding photographer, I got a wedding coming up, how much do you charge? Always the first thing they want to know. And while price is always important, the key to protecting, maybe your higher prices is to not allow price to become the only part of the equation, right? So sure, there's been a big increase in competition in the wedding photography business. The barrier for entry is lower than maybe what it once was years ago, and it's taken a toll on the industry. But when you stop and think about it, what industry doesn't have more competition in this day and age? So, but sometimes I feel like these facts can actually get into a photographer's head and actually make them even more focused on price than maybe sometimes their clients are, and they lose sight of other ways that they can set themselves apart from their competitors. And effectively, when price becomes the primary focus, you diminish yourself to being a commodity status. And in real terms, a commodity is something that is like a raw material that can be bought or sold. It can be mass produced. It's mined or harvested. It's unspecialized, right? So think of wheat or aluminum or lumber. Those are commodities. They lack distinguishing characteristics, and so it stands to reason that the lowest price commodity is probably going to be the best commodity. That means the competition is brutal and that the profit margins are razor thin, and nobody wants to be in a business like that. And photography is decidedly not a commodity, and in fact quite the opposite is true. Two photographers are never going to shoot a wedding in exactly the same way. Even if you gave them the exact same cameras, the exact same lenses, the exact same flashes, they're going to come back with entirely different results. No two photographers are going to interact with couples and their families in just the same way. They're not going to edit their files in just the same way. They're not going to assemble those images in an album in exactly the same way. My point is that really I can't think of anything further from a commodity than wedding photography. And the key to unlocking sales is to get your couples to understand that. So think about this. Do people ever pay more than rock bottom price for something they want? Sure they do. They do it all the time. Next time you're out on the road, take a look around you. How many Lexuses do you see? How many BMWs and Porsches and Cadillacs do you see? Those people could have bought less expensive cars, most certainly, but they didn't. Why? Because they bought into what those companies were selling. So just like the marketing department of those big car companies, your job is to help your clients visualize themselves in their own dream wedding, right? Put it within their reach. Help them fall in love with it. And honestly, nothing can do that better than a great looking sample album. When you get out this book and you show them what their wedding could look like on the pages of their own wedding album, it really hits it hits the point home, right? Get them to fall in love with what you do, and they'll find room in their budget for you, right? Car companies do it all the time. Luxury brands do it all the time. The key is don't reduce yourself, or don't allow brides to reduce you to a commodity status and talk about price alone. Because honestly, sell your business for what it is. It is a very highly specialized, very personalized service that you provide for your clients. And the quicker that, and the more you talk about those things, the more you'll move the conversation away from price. When you deliver on your promise, your clients won't even remember what they paid you, and they will never regret it. Thanks for watching.